A name on a napkin can count as a ballot?
It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great.
Hello everyone, this is Make Education Great Again. I'm your host Chris Morris. Today's topic, a napkin. Writing a name on a napkin can count as a ballot in the state of Washington. Yeah, it's unfortunately something I'm going to show you with video evidence. Apparently, there's a Washington election official who's holding trainings for how they conduct and count ballots. Well, check this out. They're going to actually say, and this is hilarious when you read, and you'll hear it. Listen very carefully when I show you the video in a little bit, because you're going to hear the language of the law of how they can count and make judgments when people don't quite fill out the ballot correctly. And listen to the election official's interpretation of what was clearly said as far as the language of the law. It's unbelievable. And the shenanigans that abound just seem to know no end. But anyway, I got an article and I got a video to show you guys. You think I'm messing around? You think I'm making this up? Obviously, you've seen how ridiculous the world is at this point. So I'm not making this up, and y'all are going to see it today. So anyway, let's get to this first article here. Gateway Pundit was the first to break this. It came out yesterday, I believe it was. Actually, first thing this morning, excuse me. It says Washington state election official caught on video says writing a name on a napkin can count as a ballot. Yeah, unbelievable. So check this out. A recent election review training in Seattle has revealed several unbelievable voter procedures, including accepting a candidate's name that is written on a napkin as a write-in ballot, which has left many people questioning how the state could possibly conduct free and fair elections with such lax measures in place. Video of the training session that was posted online shows King County election officials reviewing examples of ballots that were filled out incorrectly, and it turns out that they will accept just about anything as a valid vote. And if you don't believe me, watch the video in just a moment. In one example of a mail-in submission that was shown by the officials, a voter in Seattle's most recent election sent in an envelope with no ballot, but included a newspaper clipping of Democratic candidate Lorena Gonzalez. Okay, so she doesn't fill out the ballot. I mean, you don't have any business voting as far as I'm concerned if you don't know. Oh, you got to actually bubble in and put in the ballot that was sent to you. They sent in a newspaper clipping. Unbelievably, officials said that if the person who submitted the clipping had just circled the candidate's name, it would have been tallied in the final vote count. All right. This one is for Seattle mayor. The voter did not send in a ballot. Their envelope was empty, but we did get this part of the voter pamphlet with the candidate's statement along with contest info at the top of the page. Oh, my goodness. If there had been no handwriting on the wall, now I'm just reading quotes here. We would have just called this superfluous material and wouldn't bring it before the board. But the fact that they drew what looked like an L or a V, and this is from the video, made us want to bring this forward to you and see if we should count it. If they had circled the name, this is insane. You're supposed to fill out a ballot when you're actually filling out a ballot. I mean, am I missing something here? When you fill out a ballot, you fill out a ballot. You can't we have to have some level of rules. We have to have some protocol. And if you can't figure out that, oh, there's the official ballot that we use to count things. Now, I mean, what are you going to do? My little 5-year-old who draws me a little picture with crayons and writes a politician's name, can we just send that in and count that as a ballot? We're going to take newspaper clippings and be like, L plus. Y'all, it's unbelievable. So anyway, I don't want to get into too much here. Hopefully I don't get into trouble on this one. I'm just telling you what's going on here, guys. This is, I just want to hear what you say. So let's go ahead and watch this video clip. This is from the actual training where they're trying to decide whether or not these gray areas, what we should do with them, if we should count them. You aren't going to believe your eyes. Let's go ahead and roll it.
Okay. This one would be for Seattle mayor. This voter did not send in a ballot. Their envelope was empty, but we did get this part of the voter pamphlet from the candidate statement, along with the contest info at the top of the page, City of Seattle mayor. If there had been no handwriting at all, we would have just called this superfluous materials and we wouldn't bring it before the board. The fact that they put it looks like an L and a plus or a V and a plus made us want to bring this forward for you to take a look at it. If they had circled Lorena's name, we would have counted it as a vote. But this is a little more ambiguous for us. Let's see. So the question is this a vote for Lorena? We want to look at writings in the wrong place. You can go to your voter intent manual on page 70. So really what you need are the office and the position number, if that's applicable, to call it a writing in the wrong place. For this instance, if we thought this was an indication that they meant to vote, then this would have everything we need to call it a writing in the wrong place.
So even if someone took a napkin and just wrote the office or the race and then their selection, that would be
That would be enough, and we would count that as a vote.
okay.
Yes.
Is that pursuant to this rule?
Writing in the wrong place, yeah, page 70.
Yeah. That says a write-in for a race appearing elsewhere on the ballot.
Yes, elsewhere on the ballot, they're eligible to vote in. They are eligible to vote for Seattle mayor, City of Seattle mayor.
So the napkin that they wrote on.
The napkin is the ballot.
The napkin is functioning as the ballot.
Do we have that RCW? Because that's RCW, right?
All right, so you just heard the video clip themselves. Yes, we would count the napkin as a ballot. But here's what's interesting in case you missed it from the video. I'm just going to bring this part because it's transcribed here in the article. This is the part that just flabbergasts me. This is what the Democrats continually do. They take plain speech and then somehow get a totally different interpretation of it. Okay, so the election official said yes, a napkin would be proper replacement for a ballot, saying that that would be enough and we would count that as a vote. That's what the election official said. And then one person was like, well, this is what the language says. Another trainee can't believe what he just heard, so he questions the speaker about the rule in the elections manual that she referenced to saying napkins and newspaper clippings can be substituted for the ballot. Points out the write-in in the wrong place rule, which is what they're going on, the write-in in the wrong place rule, specifically states that the write-in needs to be elsewhere on the ballot and doesn't say anything about napkins or any other item that can be changed in place of the ballot itself. So there's this weird rule, in case you missed it, there's this weird rule where it's like the wrong placement rule. If on the actual ballot that you're supposed to build, if they put, who they voted for somewhere else on the ballot, then you're supposed to count it. Okay, that's a little weird, but all right. But they're saying, well, we can count the newspaper as a ballot. We can count the coloring book as a ballot. We can count a movie ticket stub as a ballot. We can count, whatever, a napkin as a ballot, a tissue. And where does it stop? Where does it stop? Tissue paper? Okay, so you see this? So the election official can't figure out what the difference between a ballot and a napkin. And then we're supposed to trust these people to have free and fair, what it is. So I would be a little more upset about this. I'm already like, what? At this point, it's just lunacy. There's the sane and then there's the insane. There's the people whose brains work and there's the people who done something happened. Okay, something ain't firing right. And every up is down and right is wrong and black is white. And nothing makes sense to half of the country, basically, at this point. You have the shell of a human being who's sitting in the office of the White House, and people don't understand that when you shut off the Keystone Pipeline, the gas prices are going to go up, that when you evacuate people out of a certain country, it's a good idea to leave the military in place and get all your people and your equipment out first and then do it. You can't figure out these things, then you can expect people to understand the difference between a napkin and a ballot. Oh, no. You can't, apparently. Apparently, that's where we're at. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this video. What say you? Am I missing something? Should a ballot and a napkin be confused with one another or synonymous with one another? Are they the same thing? Does it matter? Do rules matter at all? Law and order? Do we have it anymore? Thank God comeback numbers are 45. I'm telling y'all again, 45 is a comeback number. He's coming back soon. I know that from my relationship with the Lord. I'm seeing 45 everywhere I look. I've said this before. Go back and watch the lives. I've said it several times. It's coming. Thank God. Because if there wasn't a God in heaven who was going to rectify all this nonsense, man, it would be donezo for us. It would be donezo. Everything. We'd be done. Okay? As Donald Trump said recently in an interview, he said, we don't have 3 more years. Look what the dude's done in 9 months. And he is correct. Thank God 45 is coming back. So anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments. As always, like, subscribe, share. Click that notification bell for more content and analysis. If you haven't already, I have a link to my PayPal, my Cash App if you'd like to donate. We appreciate the support. It's what it takes to get the content to you guys as soon as possible. Don't forget to follow me on Odysee and subscribe to me on Rumble. Y'all have a blessed day, a blessed week till the wheels fall off, baby. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great. And if we keep on doing everything that we've been doing, it will no longer be our freedom that we're pursuing. It's now time to teach our students how to think and reason. If we don't, we'll keep on electing those guilty of treason. So listen up as Mega Man is about to spit the truth. Gotta stop the powers that are coming after the youth.